Hi all, welcome to our Facebook Live. We are doing Ed Talks, where Ed will talk about the Ember Threat using the Ember House 3.0. If anybody has any questions, be sure to write in the comments section and we will address those questions. And so I'm just going to hand it over to Ed.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Good afternoon. Welcome to Ed Talks. Ed Talks is a program offering Nevada homeowners tips on how to reduce the wildfire threat to their home. Today we're going to talk about the Ember Threat and the Ember House youth activity. Now, why are embers important to talk about? Because I think most homeowners don't realize that the main threat to their home during wildfire is not direct flame contact from the flame front coming through. It's from embers produced by the fire that get blown by the wind, and the embers land on, in, or near something easy to ignite on the house. Researchers think that probably up to 90% of all homes destroyed during wildfire are from the embers. And what happens oftentimes in our wildfires, we get an ember storm where thousands of embers are pelting the side of your house, landing in your landscape and in your yard. And if they land in something easy to ignite, a small spot fire can start, which can then threaten the home. Embers have been documented at being broadcast more than a mile from the actual flame front. Now, one of the things we have with Living with Fire is the Be Ember Aware publication. And our colleague Sonia told me the other day that this is probably the most popular Living with Fire publication of all time. In this publication, you will see a diagram that shows about 21 different locations on your home that are vulnerable to embers. So for example, ornamental junipers next to the house are a threat. Pine needles in the rain gutter. Embers can ignite those pine needles and then ignite the roof. Wood shake roof is very susceptible to embers. And so in this publication, we show those locations, and then we also show how to mitigate those vulnerable locations on your home to embers. So you can get this by contacting your local fire department, usually, or your extension office, and you can get a copy of this free of charge. Or you can go to the Living with Fire website, livingwithfire.info, and view this publication online. Now, one of the other things we have done to teach about the Ember Threat to the homes is we created a youth/parent activity called the Ember House. And this is the Ember House right here. And the Ember House shows in orange different locations of the house vulnerable to embers. And so, for example, wood mulch next to the house. Embers can ignite wood mulch, threaten the home. Inadequately screened foundation vents. Embers can get in, penetrate through the wire mesh, and get in and ignite things that may be in your crawl space. A window box full of wood mulch or dried flowers. Embers can land there. The window is one of the most vulnerable pieces on the exterior of your home during a wildfire. So this is a bad location to have a fire. We talked about earlier, ornamental junipers next to the home. We recommend that if you have them, remove them for 30 feet from the footprint of your home and replace them with some better plant choices, which we talk about at Living with Fire. Rain gutters up here, full of pine needles and leaves. Perfect trap for embers during the ember storm. They ignite the needles and leaves and threaten the edge of the roof. Uncovered garbage cans next to your house. Think about what's in your garbage can a lot of times. Paper, cardboard, again, things that are easy for embers to ignite. We talked about the wood roof. Attic vent. Another vulnerable location is the firewood stack. And unfortunately, it's probably what most people are guilty of, having the firewood stack right next to the home as a matter of convenience. We recommend that the firewood stack be moved 30 feet away from the foundation of the home. And if you're on a slope, to locate it downhill. Burning firewood can sometimes roll downhill and roll into the house. And so you want to keep it located downhill from the home. So with that said, in our Ember House activity, we have kids throw beanbag embers that have Velcro and try to get them to land in some of the vulnerable locations on the home. If they do that, usually we have prizes for the kids at the youth events. Very popular activity with kids. Now, while one person is working with the kids, throwing the bean bags at the vulnerable locations, the other person is working with the parents. And you're hoping that the parents are asking themselves, why do they have my child throwing beanbag embers at these orange spots on this house? And all of a sudden the light bulb goes on. And it's a good way for parents to learn about the Ember Threat and why the kids are playing. I go over the Be Ember Aware publication with the parents. And it works out pretty slick. Now we're going to do a demonstration here with my able assistant, Aiden. And Aiden, how old are you?
I am 12 years old.
And where do you go to school?
I go to school at Brookfield Middle School.
All right. Well, show us how to do the Ember Toss game.
Okay.
All right. So we got an ember in the attic vent. And so, good job. Open garbage can. Excellent. 2 for 2. All right. You got it through the open window. Man, you're hot. Okay, into the window box. Excellent. Juniper, very good. Man, you're 5 for 5. Missed. Now, all right, come over here, Ember. All right, Aiden, turn around. All right. How many locations, vulnerable locations on the house can you name that are locations that are vulnerable to embers?
There's the roof.
Good.
The
What kind of roof?
The wooden roof.
Wood roof, okay.
There's the open vents. Then there would be the juniper, the firewood,
Excellent.
the wooden mulch,
Very good.
the open window, and the
You
trash
already said
can.
that one.
Oh, what? I already said that. Oh.
Yep.
The trash can.
Okay, you only get 1 point for the open window.
And then
I think you got them.
the box, the window box, scattered box.
Oh, window box. Thank you. Very good. Excellent. Now, did you enjoy playing?
Yes, I did.
Do you think other kids would like to play?
Yes, I do.
Do you think your parents would learn about embers if we did this with them?
Definitely.
Definitely. Very good. So that does it for Ed Talks for today. Thank you to Jamie and thank you to Aiden.
So we just got a comment, and Andrew said, "Good shot, Aiden."
Thank you.
Now, if anybody's interested in having the Ember House at their function, give Jamie a call. And Jamie, what's your phone number?
My phone number is 775-336-0261, and my email is roycej@unce.unr.edu. You can also look up contact information at our website, www.livingwithfire.info. So it looks like that's it. We don't have any other questions. Thanks for watching.